Yeah, it's a little colder than I thought. Wow, who's that guy? I thought, to be fair, they should have also had a bad dolphin, you know? Zipper! Big scar across his head. Out moving safety buoys around. Deal with that, flipper! Out chewing tobacco.
He looks like he eats a lot of candy.
I do love food. I even enjoy watching people make food. But you ever notice the Food Network is far more interesting when you're hungry? When you're full, you're like, this is stupid. But when you're hungry, the Food Network's like porn. You're like, oh yeah.
Whip it up, baby. Make it for me.
It is a little embarrassing when someone catches you watching the Food Network. What are you watching? The Food Network. Well, why are your pants off?
I like food a lot.
I do love food. I like to eat late at night, too. You know, you're not supposed to eat late at night. And then again, you're not supposed to drink booze in the morning. And apparently, you're never supposed to smoke crack. Oh, whatever. I'm not training for the Olympics. Sorry, after an entire hour of work, I want to unwind with a burger and a crack pipe. If I do that every night, does it make me some crackhead?
This guy's a crackhead. That's why he's so pale. He's the fattest crackhead I've ever seen.
I have gained some weight, but most of this is a stomach implant. In case y'all regret it, like when I'm talking to a woman and I will catch her staring at my belly, I'll be like, hello, I'm up here. Not some piece of flab for you to oogle at. I don't care if I'm in a tube top and I'm rubbing cocoa butter while I'm riding a unicycle going la 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 la.
That was the worst impression of a unicycle I've ever seen. It's like he didn't even try.
Starting to realize I'm a pig. You know you're a pig when you eat something that tastes horrible, but you don't notice till the last bite. Oh, well, this wasn't even good. I gotta eat something else, get rid of that flavor. You ever eat so much you feel sick? Isn't that the best? Then you feel like a real American.
Explore new ways to tune into your music with Spotify Premium. Smart Shuffle adds recommendations into your playlist to show you new sounds. Or you can make music a shared experience when you host a jam, where you and your friends can add songs and listen in together. Tap the banner to learn more.
Here at Spotify Advertising, we know a thing or two about being a daily companion. Just like the morning coffee that helps you rise and shine, and the running shoes that power your afternoon workouts. 92% of our users say Spotify is an essential part of their daily routine. And since we're with them 2 hours every day, it means more moments for your brand to reach an engaged audience that is ready to hear and see your ads. Learn how Spotify can add more to your mix at ads.spotify.com.
I love kids. I like kids a lot. I'm in a good spot with mine. I'm finally done raising them, which is awesome. Yeah, they're 9 and 6. I made it. Took a long time, a lot of ups and downs, but I am done. I'm not even kidding. I really, they don't even need me anymore. You should see their Christmas list. It's not even toys. It's like appliances and furniture. I think they have an apartment in Detroit I'm not aware of. You know what it really is? I just can't discipline them anymore. I can't do it. I can't fight with little people and their little problems. I can't. I got big stuff I got to deal with every day. I can't fight with you and your socks and not wanting to pick them up. I can't. This is my parenting technique now. I go, you brush your teeth. And they go, I don't want to brush my teeth. And I say, fine. And I walk out of the room. I tried to help. You don't want my help. I'll let life take care of you. That's what life does. It disciplines you. It corrects you when you're wrong. Walk down the street with no pants on. Life's gonna let you know it's not a cool thing to do. Look, who's gonna make her brush her teeth more? Me saying it over and over, or a bunch of 8-year-old girls cornering her in the locker room and calling her shitmouth? That happens once, she's gonna brush her ass off for the rest of her life. She'll be 50 going, don't call me shitmouth. Can't do it. And look, how long are we gonna live with each other? What, another 8, 9 years tops? Why all the tension? Let's enjoy ourselves, you know? Let's have a good time and go our separate ways as friends. I want him to look back and be like, you know what, that guy was fun, I liked him. He was a little weird, but he was kind of funny, I liked that guy. They're not gonna say it about their mother, so they might as well say it about me. Well, look, there's a good cop and a bad cop, right? And she's the bad cop. My wife's amazing, she does everything, but she's not very popular in the house. Well, she's fried. She just wakes up pissed off. She doesn't even have a fuse. As soon as she opens her eyes, did everybody do what they're supposed to do? What was I supposed to do? I was asleep. Was I supposed to get something from Sleepy Town, or? I'll go back. You want me to go back? And I know we're supposed to show a united front, you know, right or wrong as parents. You back each other up against these little people who are trying to kill you. But she's so off the charts, I can't do it. I'll lose all my credibility. The kids and I just roll our eyes all day long. She'd be like, everybody get to bed. They're like, Dad, I know. It's not like it gets better when you go to sleep, trust me. I've got 4 more hours of this. She's making you go to sleep, she's making me stay up.
It's wrong to make fun of people, you know, but it's so fun sometimes. I've written for some TV shows, and, you know, on a major TV show, you have to be careful about what you say about people, because a lot of people can get offended, or so it has been explained to me. I'll tell you this, I was writing for an awards show once, and I got into some trouble. I wrote a joke for this awards show that had the word midget in it. And someone from the network came down to our offices, and he said to me, hey, you can't put the word midget on TV. And I said, I sure would like to. And he said, no, midget is as bad as the N-word. First off, no. No, it's not. Do you know how I know it's not? I said to him, is because we're saying the word midget, and we're not even saying what the N-word is. If you're comparing the badness of two words and you won't even say one of them, that's the worst word. Also, I don't mean to gloss over what little people have been through in this country, but you cannot compare the plight of midgets to African Americans. That is outrageous. Midgets were never enslaved, unless you count the Wonka factory. So we get into this argument, we're going back and forth. He goes, you can't put that word on TV. And I said, I want to. And he goes, if you put that word on TV, there could be a protest of midgets on this building. And I said, promise? How tempting would that be?
I put my wife through a lot. It's her fault that she's still there now at this point, because I showed my cards early. Yeah. I mean, a month into our marriage, I came home one night, and I was really, really drunk. And she loves that, so I try to spoil her with it as much as I can. Yeah, I'm a pretty good guy, so... It's 5 in the morning, she's furious. I lay in bed, then I just step it up a notch and I pee the bed. I've never even done that before. I waited till I had a witness. I wanted to prove it. I was pretty good about it. I woke her up and I was like, hey, what's wet, all right? Just very innocently, what's wet, babe? Did you pour a perfect circle of water underneath me? It's a pretty flawless circle. She's like, no, you peed the bed. What's the matter with you? Did I marry you or did I have you? I have no idea. We had I went out drinking again not too long ago, and I have a sequence of text I want to read. We just want to see if we can figure out where she got mad, because she's mad. So, I just want to see where she got mad. The text started, my wife was at work. At 3:03 p.m., she texted, are you awake? 3:10 p.m., I texted, just got done jogging. I think we can see that's not true, everybody. I don't think I'm fooling anybody there. 3:12 p.m., she texted, jog to the kitchen and do the dishes. She's trying to be funny now. Now she tries. 7:04 p.m., I texted, I gotta go do comedy. 7:08 p.m., she texted, have good shows, I love you. Well, that's just sweet. Yep, no fight at all. We're in a good relationship at that point. Now, if I had to guess, I think her mood changed somewhere in the next 11 hours. Because I did not resurface until 6:16 a.m. I texted, I on my house. That's not even a sentence. And these phones are supposed to auto-correct you and help you out. It just let me go with that. It was no, that's good, let's go with that. That's just to the point. I like that it's to the point, 6:17 a.m., she texted, are you drunk? 6:19 a.m., I texted, you're drunk. 6:22 a.m., she texted, we need to talk in the morning. 6:24 a.m., I texted, it is morning. I knew what time it was. 6:27 a.m., she texted, sleep on the couch. 6:31 a.m., I texted, whatever, dude. That's how you handle that. You give a nice whatever, dude. They like to be called dude. They don't act like it, but they do. I learned that.
Since 1966, before most people even knew what a computer was, ECPI University was already teaching students how to use them. And today, we're still ahead of the curve, preparing students to be successful in the age of AI, to code smarter, protect data faster, build the systems that power the future. Programs include cybersecurity, software development, mechatronics, and engineering technology. Start now at ecpi.edu.
Hey, Hampton Roads homeowners. Chris Subiando here, founder of WSC Smart Home Designers. Quick question. How long have you been dealing with tech that underperforms or looks outdated? If the answer is too long, WSC can fix that. Since 2011, our locally owned veteran-led team has helped homeowners transform their spaces to sound, look, and function seamlessly. Tap Book now to schedule your free in-home consultation and experience quality tech built around your taste.
This Valentine's Day, remember, romance is sweet, but seatbelts are what can truly hold you together.
Hey, Valentine, why aren't you buckled up?
I like to live dangerously.
Oh, yeah? You'll be living dangerously if you don't buckle that seatbelt. Click the belt. Let's go, Valentine.
Beautiful. The click of responsibility. Buckle up for the people who love you. It's the best Valentine's Day gift you'll ever give. A message from Drive Smart Virginia and the Virginia Department of Motor Vehicles.
My doctor also told me to, eat more fruit. So I had some Pop-Tarts this morning. Nice thin layer in there. You ever look at a Pop-Tarts box? They have directions on there. Can there be a simpler food item than Pop-Tarts? Like if the directions weren't on there, would somebody, what the? How do I get that goodness in me? What do you do? How do you get it done? You read, man. That's what you do. They have 2 sets of directions. In case you don't understand one set, you abandon that whole track and get on something a little easier for yourself. They have a set of toaster directions, which, believe it or not, is more than 1 step. How could there possibly be more than 1 step? I can only think of one. Step 1, toast the Pop-Tarts. Go ahead, toast them. Hey, are you still reading this? But they've managed to break them into smaller increments. These are some of the actual steps. I would love to be in the room watching somebody who has to consult these toaster steps. Okay, number 1, remove pastry from pouch. I see where they're going with this. We're banging on all cylinders now. Number 2, insert pastry vertically. They're reading toaster direction. You're going to throw the vertical concept at them? Then they have a whole set of microwave directions. That just blew me away that you could actually microwave a Pop-Tart. I mean, how long does it take to toast a Pop-Tart? A minute, if you want them dark? People don't have that kind of time. Listen, if you need to zap fry your Pop-Tarts before you head out the door, you might want to loosen up your schedule. And I swear it says microwave on high for 3 seconds. I don't think I want to wake up and be eaten in 3 seconds. The alarm goes off, put them in, ding, it's late, I gotta get out of here. If you're waking, eating, and hauling in 3 seconds, you're booking yourself too tight. Pick up some Montana brochures or something. You're not living properly.
So, I'm a father. I love my son. I love my son the same way that I love cigarettes. I like to hold him for 5 minutes every hour, and the rest of the time I'm thinking about how he's fucking killing me. Like, he's a good little boy. He's a great little fella. I really like him. My girlfriend super loves him though. It's fucking creepy. And I'm glad I have a son. That worked out good for me. I wouldn't be a good father to a girl. Wouldn't be good for me. Nothing weird, wouldn't fuck it. I just don't get along with women. You know how it is. I don't want them in my house. And
I saw this wino, he was eating grapes. It's like, dude, you have to wait. I like to drink red wine. This girl says, doesn't red wine give you a headache? Yeah, eventually. But the first and the middle part are amazing. I'm not gonna stop doing something because of what happens at the end. Mitch, do you want an apple? No, eventually it'll be a core. I went to the store, bought 8 apples. The clerk said, do you want me to put them in a bag? I said, oh no, man, I juggle. But I can only juggle 8. If I'm ever here buying 9 apples, fucking bag them up. I saw a guy juggling chainsaws. It was cool, but unless something needed to be sawed down, then it's just annoying. It's like, come on, Rick, can we use one? Track number 5 will not be chainsaw juggling. It will be this one.
And you think the closer you get to a woman, the safer you'll be, and you're wrong. You're in more danger. Because you're being manipulated in ways you don't even know. Think about it. Every guy who's married is fatter than when he started. Every one. You think that's a coincidence? You think men are just so overjoyed with matrimony that they're just walking around with chocolate sundaes? Wow! My life turned out so much better than I thought it would. No. The common denominator is that you're married to a woman. And when you marry a woman, you think she's gonna love you and care for you and cherish you, and you're wrong. Her first instinct is to keep you. She's a nester. The woman is a nester. She makes the nest, builds the nest, wants everyone in that nest all the time. And guys are always trying to leave the nest. Always, just to look for worms or do loop-de-loops. Sometimes check out another nest. Who's in that nest? I'm just looking. And women are aware of this, and they want to prevent it from happening by feeding you all the time. Essentially making you too fat to fly. So if you ever try and leave, you land on the ground and waddle in circles like a fat duck. And then all the pretty birds look down. Oh, he's funny. I never have sex with him, but he's hilarious.
Feeling stuck? Maybe it's time to make a change. At ECPI University, you can go from 0 to a bachelor's in as little as 2.5 years. Hands-on technology programs like cybersecurity, software development, mechatronics, and engineering technology. Year-round classes, flexible schedules. Move at the speed of your own ambition. Learn by doing. Graduate sooner. Start your next chapter at ecpi.edu.
Reliable, hardworking, and trustworthy. Is that really so much to ask for? Ditch the complications and get easy-to-use Blink Smart Security. Show your home some love and check in from anywhere. Connect in an instant with two-way talk and live view. And now, save big on Blink Smart Security to help protect what you love most. Don't let this sale be the one that got away. Find your perfect match at amazon.com/blink.
You've hidden it from your friends so you can have it all for yourself. It's crazy bread from Little Caesars and you can't get enough. Daydreams of buttery garlic-flavored drizzle distract you at work. The Parmesan sprinkles permeate your subconscious. You have a tattoo of crazy bread on your back. It's a secret obsession. If you know, you know. But do you know that right now, with any pizza purchase from Little Caesars, you'll get crazy bread for free? Free! If you know, you know, and now you know.
Pizza, pizza. My family went to church every Sunday when I was a kid. My wife cannot believe this. She's like, you went every Sunday? I'm like, yes. She's like, what if you were out of town? I was like, they have them out of town.
I don't know if you grew up going to church and now you don't, but it can be a weird existence, because I like to make fun of it all day long. But then if someone like Bill Maher is like, who would believe in a man up in the sky? I'm like, my mommy, so shut the fuck up! Stop calling my mommy dumb. If you grew up going to church and you have adult friends that didn't, they have a lot of questions. They're like, wait, so they forced you to go? Yeah, I was 5. I was forced to go everywhere. No kid is just going to church, like, riding by on his Huffy, like, whoa, what's this place? Weird Byzantine temple with green carpeting where everyone has bad breath and I wear clothes that I hate on one of the mornings of my 2 days off. Let's do this. But people get very suspicious. They're like, what did they say in there? What do they do? What did they tell you? I don't know, it was an hour. That should be the slogan for the Catholic Church. It's an hour. It's a few stories, normally about a guy with a crazy name whose wife has a normal name. In that town lives Zephyriasis and his wife Rachel. And you're like, how come she gets to be Rachel? On their way to Galilee, Jesus met Enos and Barak and their wives, Kylie and Lauren. And you're like, what? That's the same joke twice. Then there's the homily. If you're not Catholic, the homily is when the priest does a book report that is also stand-up comedy. It normally begins with a charming anecdote that is fake and never happened. A woman was at a shopping mall with her young son. And what was the woman's name? Hey, father, what was the name of the shopping mall? Your story doesn't have a lot of details. You only had a week to work on it, and you've had the book for 2,000 years. And then there's some songs, normally sung by an usher. You know, one of these ushers that opens the door for you and gives you the pamphlet, and they all look like Marco Rubio. That guy will get up and sing into the microphone. He's not a singer, because he's not good at it. But he tries, he sings the Psalms. Remember the Psalms? They're not songs, because they don't rhyme, and they're not good. They're perfectly named. They're not quite songs, they're psalms. It's a word you're meant to mishear. Like, hey, I'm gonna sing a psalm today. What's that? You're gonna sing a song? Yeah, it's a psalm. And then these guys get up in front of everyone and they're like, the bread of God is bread. He will bring us bread. No one but the one from Jericho can bring bread to bread. And then the guy goes like this. And that means we're supposed to sing our lines, except we don't know our lines for shit. And everyone's like, where's that pamphlet? Where's that pamphlet they get? Move the jackets. Move the jackets. Ha ha ha. The bread of bread is bread. Bread is God is bread. It's just dads singing so loud, thinking that'll somehow get their kids to sing. Bread is God is bread is God is bread is God is bread. Sing, God damn it! My dad once grabbed me by the shirt and lifted me up during church and said, God can't hear you. Good night, New York. Thank you very much.
My parents moved recently. They wanted to get a home that had zero. Whoa, hold on. I always forget to mention it. We have a middle brother as well. And I'm sorry. It's my fault. It's hard though. I mean, every time I see him, I'm always like, golly, dude. What? Every Christmas, we'd go, who's Derek? And we were like, hey. We would slide it to him. There it is. No, our family's super close. Me and Derek, actually the only ones not in a tatted game. My parents did move though. They're getting older, and they wanted to get a home. They wanted to get a home with 0 steps. They're tired of doing this. And they're like, how do we just slide from here on out? So they found a place. It's got a little backyard, and so they moved in. My mom wanted a koi pond. She's kind of finally, at the age where she wants one. So for Mother's Day, we were like, we're gonna build it for you. And so we got all the stuff and got shovels, and we started digging the hole for it. And I don't know if you've ever dug a hole before, but it's maybe the hardest thing you ever do in your life. You see it on TV and movies, and it's like, I'll just dig this hole real fast. And then you do it in real life, it's like, I guess it's all CGI, because it's impossible. It's so hard that it made me realize this is why so many people get caught when they kill someone with a shallow grave. That's how hard digging a hole is. Even if you're digging the most important hole of your life. You hit a point of just like, all right, that's good enough right there, boys. Yeah. Might be too deep. Like, well, his hand's sticking out, and you're like, put a leaf over it, dude. I wouldn't have killed him if I knew this hole was that hard. It's so hard that I promise you, my mom's koi pond is above ground. We were like, let's just go up with it, Digging a hole, that's a young person's game.
Save on date night essentials at Whole Foods Market. Save on your favorite brands like Carbone and Frankie's to make a delicious dinner with your special someone. Then finish it off with sweet savings on treats from Tate's and Who Kitchen. Save on these brands and so much more by looking for yellow sale signs throughout the store. Make your romantic evenings easy and save now through February 17th. Shop in store or online at Whole Foods Market. Terms apply.
Powerful doesn't just happen. You have to make it happen. So the moment Total Wireless offers a free Samsung S25 FE with Galaxy AI, when you switch to the Total 5G or 5G Plus Unlimited 3-month plan, you take the network as powerful as you, with unlimited 5G data that won't slow you down. Now that's a total power move. Visit your neighborhood Total Wireless store. Device taxes and fees may apply. Requires new activation on a Total 5G Unlimited 3-month plan or higher. External port-in and ID verification. Available only in Total Wireless stores. Limit to 4 devices per account.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Gaffigan.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you make me feel only 20 pounds overweight. Oh, look at his beard. He's got quite a beard. He looks like an out-of-shape Civil War general. My dearest Peggy, it has been a fortnight since I've had a salad. I love my beard. You grow a beard and strangers are fascinated. I have strangers come to me, hey, why don't you grow your beard out?
I joined Al Qaeda. Don't even joke around about that. But you can ask about facial hair, right? You can't be like, hey, how long you had the man boobs? Are they natural? Now you're looking at my man boobs. To me, they're beautiful. When do I get a Dove commercial? I'm talking about the Dove ice cream bar, which barely cleans your body and is less racist.
I'm no one to talk, man. I lost 10 pounds for this thing. And then, oh, thanks. And then yesterday they told me television adds 10 pounds. So basically I just wasted my time for a couple months. I don't understand nutrition. I heard a nutritionist on the radio say something like you should eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner like a pauper. But I think I wrote it down wrong. Because I eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a hippopotamus, dinner like an 800-pound gorilla, and a midnight snack like a 25-ton humpback whale. So when I was jotting it, I inverted something. I'm always inverting my jots. People who know me say that about me. You get weird advice about food. Whenever I go to the store, people say, Brian, you don't want to go grocery shopping when you're hungry because you'll end up buying the kind of food you want to eat when you're hungry. I don't know how to function. Brian, you don't want to go buy a car when you want to buy a car because you'll end up buying the kind of car you want to get when you want to buy a car. You imagine driving home in a car like that? Filled with the kind of groceries you want to eat? You'd be the laughing stock of the cul-de-sac. I'm trying, man. I got a juicer. I got a big, giant juicer. You put the fruit or vegetable in the hole in the middle, besides the spout. That's for the juice. I'm not sure why I'm explaining to you how a juicer works. Yeah, we get it, Chuckles. This side's the bad side. You don't want anything that goes in that direction. First thing I tried to make, this is true, was banana juice. Not realizing a banana has about 0% moisture. How would I know? I took the manual, tossed that right in the trash. Peeled a banana. This is the first thing I put in this machine. Okay, clearly there's a lag time here. Second banana. Oh, you have to be patient. Okay. I thought maybe that's how juicers work. Maybe it takes a while for the machine to catch up. So I just kept pumping bananas in. About 7 in a row. When does that delicious banana nectar start trickling into this glass? So I just took the lid off and I started eating the banana pulp. Which is very similar to eating a banana. It's like eating a banana without all the hard work. I don't know.
Do you know how happy I am to be home in LA? You don't understand, you guys. Because I'm on the road. I'm on the road all the time, and I got to go to places where it's like I'm looked at like they've never seen this shit before. You know what I mean? Like they've not. I go to Louisville, and I am the Asian population. It's like me and like a couple nail salons, and that's it. And I go to these places, and it's tough because you when you live there, they have things that we aren't used to in LA. Like they got tornadoes in Louisville. Like I've never been in a tornado before, okay? And I don't know how to react, and I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? Because I'm never part of that. Like, this is what happened when I was just in Louisville. A tornado hit Churchill Downs, where they run the horses, okay? Blew the roofs off the stables and threw horses across the fucking street. And I was there, and I'm like, I don't want to be here. I'm a comedian. I don't want to be here. I don't know what a tornado is. They had warnings the whole week that I was performing there. And if you never heard a tornado warning before, it's this sound, this alarm sound. It's creepy. Like, if you're not from there, you don't know what the fuck it is. I was walking to the comedy club, and this is right here. Is a... And I was like, this cat is fucking the shit out of this cat. I want to see these two cats fucking, because the other cat is fucking like they're. And I asked the guy, I go, excuse me, what is that sound? What is that? And he's like, the guy from Louisville, he was like, oh, that's just a tornado warning. That's what he said to me, that's just a tornado warning. And I was like, well, shouldn't we fucking hide? And this is what he said to me. He goes, oh, no, it's not gonna come. It's not gonna come through here. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's why their houses get blown the fuck away, because he talks to tornado all day, like, hey, tornado, you gonna come through, you gonna come through here? And tornado's like, nah, I'm not gonna come through there. It's a fucking tornado. You don't know when a tornado's gonna appear. It just fucking starts, it just starts spinning and just starts. It's like an annoying gay friend that crashes your party, like, It's like, who invited tornadoes? He's blowing everybody.
Hey, Hampton Roads homeowners. Chris Subiando here, founder of WSC Smart Home Designers. Quick question. How long have you been dealing with tech that underperforms or looks outdated? If the answer is too long, WSC can fix that. Since 2011, our locally owned veteran-led team has helped homeowners transform their spaces to sound, look, and function seamlessly. Tap Book now to schedule your free in-home consultation and experience quality tech built around your taste.
This Valentine's Day, remember, romance is sweet, but seatbelts are what can truly hold you together.
Hey, Valentine, why aren't you buckled up?
I like to live dangerously.
Oh, yeah? You'll be living dangerously if you don't buckle that seatbelt. Click the belt. Let's go, Valentine.
Beautiful. The click of responsibility. Buckle up for the people who love you. It's the best Valentine's Day gift you'll ever give. A message from Drive Smart Virginia and the Virginia Department of Motor Vehicles.
Feeling stuck? Maybe it's time to make a change. At ECPI University, you can go from zero to a
slip covers, so I did. And it was a load off my mind. And the commercial tried to sell slip covers, but I didn't know what the fuck they were.
No one can deal. How about these people with the fake service dogs? You see these creeps? Fake service, there's real service dogs that help real people. Then a girl shows up with a Pekingese sticking out of a Hello Kitty handbag and acts like it's working. And how little do you have to think of yourself to scam a certificate and show it at the gate? I have to have this puppy with me on this flight or I'm gonna lose my marbles. Oh, by all means, welcome aboard. What could possibly go wrong with your crazy ass? At 40,000 feet. I got on a flight at the end of last year. There was a woman next to me. I'm not making any of this up. Middle seat. She turned to me. She had a chihuahua in a baby Bjorn. I swear to head, penis, legs, and dog arms. The look of humiliation in this animal's face. He was just like, I apologize. We normally walk. We've been walking up till now. I'm gonna have to get pants. This is upsetting. I can't reach.
Oh. The weirdest thing when I was like a kid was how much they scared us about smoking weed. They scared us about it constantly. And I've been on tour this year. Marijuana's legal in like 18 or 19 states in some form or another. It's insane. Yeah, well, all right, don't woo if you're white. It's always been legal for us. Come on, sir. We don't go to jail for marijuana, you silly Billy. When I was arrested with a one-hitter at a Rusted Root concert, I did not serve hard time. I think I got an award. 18 or 19 states. And by the way, I agree, it's a very good thing. But it's also a really weird thing. Because this is the first time I've ever seen a law change because the government is just like, fine, you know? I've never seen it before. Like gay marriage in healthcare, we have to battle it out in the Supreme Court and be like, gay people are humans, and they're like, we'll think about it. But with weed, it was just something we wanted really badly, and we kept asking them for 40 years, like, excuse me. And then suddenly the government became like cool parents, and they're just like, okay, here, take a little. We'd rather you do it in the house than go somewhere else, blah, 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 blah. Those stupid parents. And that's a big deal because they scared us about weed constantly. It would be on our sitcoms. We'd be watching Saved by the Bell. We'd be having a great old time. And then suddenly a character we had not seen before would show up with some weed and the episode would stop cold in its tracks. And they'd always hold the joint. The bad guy would hold the joint in like a villainous way. They'd always offer the joint in a way that no one ever holds a joint, like it's a skull in a Shakespeare play. And now it's legal, and that is great news. Unless you're a weed dealer, and then it is terrible news. And I don't just mean because they're about to lose out to Amazon.com. I more feel bad for weed dealers because they're about to find out that we only showed them a certain amount of politeness because they had an illegal product. And we don't show that same politeness to people who deliver legal products. Like when the Chinese food delivery guy comes, we don't let him hang out after he's delivered the Chinese food. And we don't look the other way when he says weird shit to the girls we're hanging out with to try to preserve the relationship. And we definitely don't give him some of the Chinese food. He's never like, hey, can I get in on those dumplings? And we're like, yeah, we're all friends.
Sick of going nowhere, gotta take a chance. Time to press play, move past the past and come up with a plan. So I enrolled at ECPI University. 2.5 years later, I'm done. I earned my bachelor's in technology. Now I feel You can do it too. Go hit ecpi.edu. You know what to do.
Everything feels more expensive right now. That's why this matters. TikTok Shop has a huge selection of products with surprising deals you don't expect. Affordable finds for everyday life. Download TikTok now.
You've hidden it from your friends so you can have it all for yourself. It's crazy bread from Little Caesars and you can't get enough. Daydreams of buttery garlic-flavored drizzle distract you at work. The Parmesan sprinkles permeate your subconscious. You have a tattoo of crazy bread on your back. It's a secret obsession. If you know, you know. But do you know that right now, with any pizza purchase from Little Caesars, you'll get crazy bread for free? Free! If you know, you know, and now you know.
Pizza, pizza.
Oh my God, and for me, you guys, smell is so important. It is so important. You know how many people I meet every single year? I am so self-conscious. I don't want anyone to smell me that I meet and all of a sudden have them say, Fluffy smell like ass. Hell no. I know I'm a big guy. That's why I do double the maintenance. Twice the showers, twice the cologne, twice the deodorant, twice the powder. If I fart right now, this whole area will smell like cinnamon. That's how I roll. You guys will be looking at each other. Is that cinnamon?
Sí, canela, canela, canela. He smells like a malasadas. Yes.
What's a malasadas? It's a ball of dough with good stuff in it wrapped in cinnamon. Tastes delicious. Anyway. Like I said, you guys, for me, smell is so important. You know, and the fact that my son at 15 now is you know, his body's becoming an adult, even though, you know, and I try to tell him, and he always forgets and blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't until his PE teacher called us up and told us that what he was doing is he's leaving his PE shirt in the locker over the weekend instead of bringing it home to wash. And so that shirt just broils and simmers in those kid juices. And then on Monday when he puts it on, it's all hard and yellow and just, you know, nasty. And they told us, your son is smelly. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I took his ass to the store and I bought him a 10-pack of that Right Guard gel with a little click on the bottom. And I showed him, Frankie, look, right there. Right there. Every day, twice a day. That's what you gotta do. And every day it's an issue. Did you put on deodorant? I went back to the store and I bought 10 more. And I came back to the house and I started strategically placing them all over the house. One in the front door, one at the back door, one in the hallway, one in the kitchen. So no matter where he's at, hit it, right? He hated that because the neighbors would come over the house and I'd have to explain why there's deodorant everywhere like it's a new type of potpourri. And then he starts hiding the deodorant and then he starts lying about it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but teenagers can't lie. They're too fidgety, they're uncoordinated, they look away, they stutter. They can't focus. I asked them, did you put on deodorant? Are you sure? Yeah. Come here. I'm gonna smell you. You don't believe me? No. That sucks. Are you wearing the gel deodorant that I bought for you? All right. Take your finger, stick it under your armpit, and then pull it out. Why? Because if you're wearing the gel deodorant that I bought for you, when you pull your finger out of your armpit, your finger's gonna be shiny. It's gonna look like you have lubricant on it. What's that? Shut up. And then he tells me, I'm wearing dry deodorant. Oh, really? I don't remember buying that. And I got in his face and I said, look, Frankie, you don't have to lie. I'm here to help you. I'm not here to hurt you. I said, do you like girls? Yeah, okay, good. Well, guess what? They don't like it when you smell. They like it when you smell fresh and clean. You don't have to lie. I'm gonna let this go. But if I catch you lying to me again, that's when he freaked me out and he did this. What? In my head, I heard, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on.
But politicians have a lot to deal with these days, man. And it's a different world. You know who I feel bad for? Arab Americans who truly want to get into crop dusting. Could be their lifelong dream. And every time they ask for a pamphlet, all hell breaks loose. I'd like some information on crop dusting, and let me guess, you need to make a phone call. I've been through the rigmarole. I like watching the news. I love the commercials for the local news. You'll hear things like, a news anchor you can trust. What the hell is there not to trust? What is he gonna lie to you? There's a big fire downtown. Maybe. I don't know if I trust this guy. I don't know. There's something about him. I can't put my finger upon it. Something not right. Another one you'll hear, a news team that cares. They don't care on the other channel? Like you click over there, a major highway is closed down tonight, but hey, I don't drive home that way. Oh, turn it back to the team that cares. These two are surly. I've had it with their uncaring ways. You know what I saw on the news, and I'm not making this up at all? There's a United States spy named Brian Regan. Brian Regan, same spelling. It's unbelievable. And when that trial started, he's in jail for the rest of his life for espionage, for selling secrets to Libya and Iraq. And when that trial started, I knew nothing about that guy. I had the news on in the background, and I'm not really paying attention. I'm doing a crossword puzzle, and I hear, it's unclear whether the charges against Brian Regan will lead to his execution. I guess I can set this down here. Honey, did we pay that parking ticket? You guys are great, man. Thank you for making me feel so welcome tonight.
Hey, Hampton Roads homeowners. Chris Subiando here, founder of WSC Smart Home Designers. Quick question. How long have you been dealing with tech that underperforms or looks outdated? If the answer is too long, WSC can fix that. Since 2011, our locally owned, veteran-led team has helped homeowners transform their spaces to sound, look, and function seamlessly. Tap Book now to schedule your free in-home consultation and experience quality tech built around your taste.
Sometimes you just want a good story. On TikTok, you'll find short dramas. Emotional, fast, and impossible to stop watching. Download TikTok now.
It's crazy bread from Little Caesars, and you can't get enough. Daydreams of buttery garlic-flavored drizzle distract you at work. You have a crazy bread tattoo. If you know, you know. Right now, purchase any pizza from Little Caesars and get crazy bread for free. Free!
Pizza.
I've been trying to swim a lot, you know. You always hear swimming's the best exercise, but have you seen how fat whales are? And whales, they're like swimming all the time. It's not working, whales. Not working. Whales always kind of sound depressed, don't they? Rejected by eHarmony. My Facebook friends forgot my birthday. Why am I so bad at hide and seek? The fish always find me. Wouldn't it be great if we found out whales were in complete denial about how huge they are? It's mostly water weight. A lot of water weight. Once after a show, someone came up to me and they're like, you know, whales aren't fat, they have a layer of blubber. And I thought calling myself Because if they had a boat, they'd be a captain. Our captain, Captain Morgan, he told us the whale we saw was a sperm whale. You know, I don't know who came up with that name. Maybe like an 8-year-old boy. I was thinking sperm whale or booger whale. Sperm whale, really? There wasn't one scientist back then to be like, well, obviously we're not really gonna call it the sperm whale. This is gonna be in textbooks. Come on, people. Sperm whale, there was, what kind of mindset would you have to be in? Yeah, to me it looks like a giant sperm. Yeah, to me it looks like you shouldn't be naming animals. And please don't open a hot dog stand. Even if I thought something looked like a sperm, I wouldn't admit it. Jan, what do you think that whale looks like? Well, it certainly doesn't look like a sperm. Let's get that out of the way. Even if I was asked to look through a microscope and identify sperm, I'd be like, oh, look at that, miniature whales.
I think they could take sesame seeds out the market and I wouldn't even care. I can't imagine 5 years from now saying, damn, remember sesame seeds? What happened? All the buns are blank. They're gonna have to change that McDonald's song. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a bun. How does a sesame seed stick to a bun? That's fucking magical. There's got to be some sesame seed glue out there. Either that or they're adhesive on one side. Take the sesame seed out, remove the backing, and place it on the bun. Now your bun will look spectacular. What does a sesame seed grow into? I don't know. We never give him a chance. What the fuck is a sesame? It's a street. It's a way to open shit. You think when the guy came up with the idea to invent a bong, a black light popped up over his head? I shouldn't do this joke because it's gonna ruin my cover, but I like the FedEx driver because he's a drug dealer and he don't even know it. And he's always on time. I remixed the remix, it was back to normal.
This Valentine's Day, remember, romance is sweet, but seatbelts are what can truly hold you together.
Hey, Valentine, why aren't you buckled up?
I like to live dangerously.
Oh, yeah? You'll be living dangerously if you don't buckle that seatbelt. Click the belt. Let's go, Valentine.
Beautiful. The click of responsibility. Buckle up for the people who love you. It's the best Valentine's Day gift you'll ever give. A message from Drive Smart Virginia and the Virginia Department of Motor Vehicles.
This is worth knowing. TikTok Shop helps you discover good value products and surprise deals fast. No endless searching, just smart finds. Download TikTok now.
Make Whole Foods Market your Lunar New Year headquarters, full of Asian-inspired ingredients to celebrate deliciously. You'll find it all from centerpiece mains to plants that make for excellent gifts. Find sales on whole fish and shrimp, and enjoy savings on Dubriton ground pork, perfect for making dumplings. Bring the joy and beauty of the new year into your home with orchids, jade plants, money trees, and more, or help spread it by giving them as gifts. Celebrate Lunar New Year with Whole Foods Market.
Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. You look great. It looks like you lost weight. Good for you. You look nice. Sincerely, many, many thanks. It means a lot that you're here. A big round of applause for the Tom Papa dancers. Thank you so much. Really means a lot. It really does. Here's why I don't like the Chinese. Not some of them, all of them. I'm scared of the Chinese. I'm scared of the Chinese. And I know fear comes from ignorance, and I am ignorant of that culture, but I'll bet most of you are ignorant of the Chinese culture. Go to Chinatown and go to a grocery store and look at what they consider food. And you tell me you understand the Chinese. Bags of salted squirrel faces. Baby alligators, this big, this big. I've never seen an alligator this big. Not on the internet, not on Discovery, not in a museum. It's like they don't exist. Go to Chinatown, there's boxes filled with them with scoopers like you're getting gummy bears at the fair. There's always a fish tank out front with black water in it. You think nothing's in it. You come up, tap on the glass. Something comes up, spits at you, yells, and goes back down. Was that a fish or a man? Are they selling it or does he work here? All right. What other culture has buckets of live frogs out front of every storefront? Who? And not just the food store, the bank, the electronics store. Everyone in Chinatown is in the live frog business. Well, let's educate ourselves. Let's not be so ignorant. Let's learn a little bit. We'll take 6, please. Give us 6 live frogs. They bag them up for you. You get them home to your place. What's your next move? How are you killing 6 live frogs on your own? Are you just gonna get little pillows and put them over their face? Let it go, Froggy, let it go. I don't know. I don't have the answers. Who are you going to ask for answers in those stores? Who's there to help you in those stores? One 2,000-year-old woman sitting on a milk crate, chewing on a bat wing. A Bengal tiger in a hammock just swinging behind her, eyeballing you the whole time. You go to the register, no people at the register, just cats. Cats working the register. Smoking cigarettes, playing scratch-off lottery games, eating Fig Newtons with no labels on them. Scary, scary people. And we owe them $4 trillion. Gay men scare me. Gay men scare me because they care about the same things that women care about, but with the aggression of men. It's a dangerous combination. Like if my wife sees a friend of hers who's gained a little weight, she'll rip her apart, but be very tactful about it, you know. It looks like Barbara might have put on a pound or 2. Boop, 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 boop. Our gay friend's like, please, she's a walrus. Look at her whiskers. Oh. Like women will redecorate maybe a room or 2. Maybe a half bath if they get excited. Gay men will redecorate an entire city if they don't like it. I lived in Chelsea here in town. It was a hellhole. It was rat-infested, graffiti covered. And when the gay community finally moved in, they got to Chelsea, looked around and said, hell no, this will not do. And they dressed up like construction workers in jeans and work boots. Suspenders and no shirts. And they tore that place to the ground. And what has emerged is a Pottery Barn heaven. Everywhere you go, it smells like candles. Gay men make everything better. Yeah, it should be their slogan.
I just like old-fashioned things. I was in Connecticut recently doing white people stuff, and yeah. One day, well, it doesn't matter why, but I was sitting in a gazebo, and there was a plaque on the gazebo, and it said, this gazebo was built by the town in 1863. That is in the middle of the Civil War, and the whole town built a gazebo. What was that town meeting like? Like, all right, everyone, first order of business. We have all the telegrams from Gettysburg with the war dead. Let's see here. Okay, everyone's husband and brother, and everyone died. Okay. Josiah, you had something? Yes, I do. How'd you like to be indoors and out of doors all at once? Ever walking through the park with your betrothed and it starts to rain, but you still want to hold hands? Well, may I introduce you to, and my condolences again to everyone, the gazebo! Building a gazebo during the Civil War. That'd be like doing stand-up comedy now. Yes. Thank you for clapping at my political gazebo material. I'm very brave.
Feeling stuck? Maybe it's time to make a change. At ECPI University, you can go from 0 to a bachelor's in as little as 2.5 years. Hands-on technology programs like cybersecurity, software development, mechatronics, and engineering technology. Year-round classes, flexible schedules. Move at the speed of your own ambition. Learn by doing. Graduate sooner. Start your next chapter at ecpi.edu.
We've all been there. You hold on to a coupon but forget about it, and suddenly it's expired.
Expired in 2012. Dang it.
Fortunately, by switching to Geico, you could save about $900 on car insurance without ever touching a coupon.
It feels good to save big. It feels good to Geico.
Presenting a Gain Flings love story. Dear love of my life, we were on the 12B bus when I caught a whiff. A scent so fresh, so life-changing, I had to find its source. I didn't know if you were the woman in the pink freshly washed cardigan or the retired mailman next to me, but I knew one of you was my soulmate. Ah, the scent of Gain Flings. Try Gain Flings, available at your local H-E-B today.
When I heard that, you guys, I was like, you know what? They get it. They get it. So I'm like, we're cool, we're sitting, we're driving, we're heading towards downtown. All of a sudden, the driver cuts the wheel really hard, and we get off the freeway, and now we're taking a side road going away from the city. And I'm like, excuse me, where are we? We are okay. We love to laugh. I've been doing the stand-up comedy for about 6 months now, and I have jokes. Good for you. May I try? Oh, great. All right, man, go ahead. Okay, very nervous, very nervous. Okay, here we go. Okay, okay, here we go. 2 Jews walk into a bar. Not in my country. Hey, man, you're gonna get my ass arrested, bro.
Hey, Hampton Roads homeowners. Chris Subiando here, founder of WSC Smart Home Designers. Quick question. How long have you been dealing with tech that underperforms or looks outdated? If the answer is too long, WSC can fix that. Since 2011, our locally owned veteran-led team has helped homeowners transform their spaces to sound, look, and function seamlessly. Tap Book now to schedule your free in-home consultation and experience quality tech built around your taste.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
Sick of going nowhere, gotta take a chance. Time to press play, move past the past and come up with a plan. So I enrolled at ECPI University. 2.5 years later, I'm done. I earned my bachelor's in technology. Now I feel like me, and you can do it too. Go hit ECPI.edu. You know what to do.
I don't know a lot. I really don't. It's making it this far has been great. And I don't believe in science, you know? That's just, I don't understand it, so it's easier not to believe in it as a whole. That gets you out of a lot of arguments. If you're just like, I don't believe in science, they're like, all right, do you need help? Or scientists could be making stuff up. That's a great job to have if you want to make stuff up. Because no one can challenge you, you know? No one can say anything. Like, or they don't even get in trouble if they mess up. Like, the Earth was 2 billion years old, and they're like, now it's 4 billion years old. It's like, all right, like, how many people got fired after that? And they're like, nobody. You're like, really? Y'all just nothing? Because y'all were way off. I read Beatles are 320 million years old. It's like, are they? Or you just know that I don't know how to figure that out. Because you could be doing that, you know? Like, I feel like that's your first job as a scientist. Like, when you go, they would just probably do the Beatles thing. They're just like, go see how old Beatles are. Like, when you're a new scientist, and then you don't think those guys are like back there, like, just write 320 million. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, who's even going to check, you know? It's like, no one's going to question us. We can change it at any point. Pluto, Pluto's not a planet. Or it might be a planet, I don't know. They change it every 5 seconds. The last I heard, it's not. And that's like crazy. That's when I left science. When I was like, I'm out. You can't do that. You can't jam Pluto down my throat my whole life. And then the second I get out of school, you're like, we were just kidding about Pluto. It affected me. In elementary school, I got a C- on a test because I forgot to put Pluto. And turns out I should have got above an A. That's what I should have got. Yeah. I should have been asked to teach the class. I should have immediately taught that class. And be like, Nate's apparently the best. I never believed in Pluto, you know? I said it's too far. That's what I told people. I go, you guys will see.
Talking about game shows, I like watching them. And my favorite part is the beginning when the contestants come out and, tell you a little bit about themselves. It's like their only real moment. And sometimes they have something interesting to say, and the host never asks a follow-up question. It just kills me. Number one, tell us about yourself. My name is Eugene. I'm a scientist. I'm very close to isolating a gene. If I'm successful, I'll be able to cure every disease known to man. All right, ready to spin the wheel? You don't want to hit a zonko or you're going to hear this. How about you, number 2? My name's Toby and I got a dog. Oh, really? What kind of dog you have? That's what's on my TV set. I'm not sure where they get some of these contestants. True or false, Pavlov's theory proves inferior beings will respond to a bell. True. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah! I watch too much TV, man. I've been watching these cooking shows. Trying to learn how to cook. Haven't learned anything yet.